And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Transport Fever. Working on our lines here. Look at the people waiting right here. Holy cow. That's a lot of people waiting right there. I wonder why. And they are all waiting on the counterclockwise line. Okay, there's 50 that's going to pick up. Maybe I should add a bus to that. Yeah, that's a lot of people waiting. We got now that more and more people are starting to use the lines, which is reflected on just how many people live in this city. It's crazy how many people that this have. So yeah, buses that get over here can load up quite a lot of people, but there is, I'm guessing that's all, yeah, that's residential. So there's a lot of people living right here waiting to get on these buses. So yeah, there's another 25 that it's going to soak up. So I'm going to add a couple buses that are going to be the red kind to the counterclockwise. Winterfell passenger counterclockwise. So maybe that'll help. Now that the system is calmed a little bit, the clockwise line might need a couple more too. Although we've got a whole bunch right in here that the traffic is just nuts between these two cities. Maybe I should put a bus line in between these two as well. That might be wise, but I'm going to worry about that later because we need cows and stuff. So, first up, I always build these from the destination to the source, so the lines get updated as we go. So the first thing we're going to need is this final destination over here, and I'm going to put a regular depot over here. So this is going to be green. The Freightliner food. We're gonna do, I don't think we need many of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna do 6. 6 is good. And this is Castleback food truck. Okay. Now for the main delivery. Buy trains. Green. And then boxcar for food. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Double it. This is Castle Black food train. And now we need Winterfell. So greenage. Freightliner for food. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Just go for it. This is Winterfell food. Now, we're going to need a bunch for cows, because this should show, it's November 8th. We're going to speed it up a little bit just to get this stuff rolling, because there's a lot of trucks that need to be pulled out of here. So we're going to do another set of road vehicles. This one's going to be the middle brown, and we're going to make sure these are set to livestock. We're going to want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, even 10. And this is going to be, no, not High Garden, Winterfell. So this is the middle brown, and then we're going to want the lighter brown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this is going to be the next level down. There we go. Okay, so now it's January. This thing should, yep, this thing updated to show the demand, which means the cows should, once they lock in place, once the line usage gets updated, which should be next month now that we've got a number of trucks on this, and they're just waiting to roll out. These are all getting spaced out, which is good. However, traffic will probably grossly interfere with that. How are my passengers doing over here? Got quite a few. No, this is catching up. The train just unloaded here, so bus lines are doing okay. And now this thing should, yep, there we go. This thing should have updated, and now we've got cows coming in, which is in turn giving us some food, hopefully soon. After these all set up, we should start getting a mix of them as they kind of take turns in here. Though I'm not sure I see that yet. There's a cows 2, there's a cows 1, there's a cows 2, there's a cows 1. So they are mixing up in there, which is good. And hopefully we'll start seeing our first... Oh, there's a 38 cows right there. Our first cows right in here. There we go. And now we're starting to get food. There's Winterfell food. And no food over here yet. We should see that as soon as this thing starts delivering cows on a consistent rate. We should be able to see some food over here as well. It just takes a while. Okay, cows are going to take a while to build up. Like I said, it takes a couple years for the entire line to upgrade enough where production goes high enough to satisfy demand. Now, if you start this off at the very beginning of the game, the towns grow slowly enough where your industries will kind of grow alongside them. But if you do this, late game where your town is saying, hey, I want 750 or 722 right now, it's going to take a couple years for these to actually climb up that high and produce that amount to satisfy the demand. So our line frequency on here is hopefully short enough. So if we go to road and we go all the way down here. So my line, 16 seconds on my line frequency. That is just ideal right in here for a massive amount of good stuff happening. If you find your industries are not supplying enough material, then look at your line frequency. If your line frequency is high enough, that means that stuff has to wait at the station long enough where the industry won't deliver it. It wants a very low line frequency in order to know that its material is going to be delivered. I think that's essentially trying to simulate like expiration dates and stuff like that. So while stuff doesn't expire per se, it's sort of the way the city or the game simulates that sort of mechanic. It looks like all of my trucks are like in Winterfell. It looks like we finally got some actually leaving now, but traffic being what it is, Winterfell should, we're starting to see a little bit of food being delivered, which is good news. Now, are we delivering any to Castle Black? We are. Okay, so food is being delivered up to Castle Black. Yep, there it is. So now this should show, And this is going to climb in production pretty quickly because this is able to just output cows constantly. And we are delivering them constantly, so it's able to keep this production up. So every time a cow gets delivered, hopefully production starts to climb. And as more and more cows are delivered, then this production will climb. So cows, your source industries will always upgrade before your processing industries. So this industry will upgrade, you know, a month or two before this one. Just because of production. Because this thing is outputting just constant materials. It's going to hit that peak sooner than this thing. Because every time this has a, you know, when we deliver stuff, every time it runs out of material, you know, that production number will start to go down because it's out of material. Therefore, my yearly production amount will go down as a result. So, how are the finances? Oh, we're doing pretty good. I mean, we're only carrying 15 food or so, but it's better than nothing. Better than not making money at all. How's my food for Pentos doing? Ooh, look at goods. Ooh, wow. This has really reacted to production. Holy cow. We have 589 for... That is a lot of goods for this little area in here. So right now we're delivering only construction material and goods into this airport, which is good because the food delivery was just saturating that line. And it was making planes not able to land, which is kind of a bad thing. Okay, how are my cows doing? Do I need a second line onto this? What is Erie cows? Let's look at the line frequency on Erie cows. Erie cows, 13 seconds. Quite a few trucks on that. But we are moving so many materials. I think we're going to want a second line to move more cows, because this thing has a massive amount of demand, 4,100 demand, and we're not even getting close to that with one cow line. So we're going to want to move more cows. So let's quickly set up another line into let's make it a darker green. Not sure. This green and this green almost look identical, but we're going to make it the lighter one. So this is going to be EEYR. Erie. Oh, why did I name that? EYRIE cows 2. Okay, and now let's buy road vehicles. Livestock. Light green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. This is Erie cows 2. So these guys are going over this way. I kind of want these guys to turn around and head up. Okay, you turn around. Now this is a very busy little situation here. Erie's cows 2. You can turn around. Now, kind of wait and see whether or not the second line is going to start being used. So let's look at the timings on that. So this has a little less time. Okay, Bravos passengers clockwise. There we go. There we go. Now, yeah, we got cows coming in on both lines now, which is good. For some reason, Erie cows kind of stumbled a little bit. They're all going to Erie's cows too for some reason. But that's okay, as long as they're being delivered. Look how fast they're being delivered. Holy cow. Look at that. We're going to upgrade again. So yeah, a couple years has gone by, and this now is really upgrading quickly. So up here, we should start seeing a little bit of that. Yeah, this is upgrading in 3 months. This is upgrading in 6 months. So like I said, this, your supply, your source industry always upgrades before your supply industry, because it hits, you know, it hits its production ceiling sooner. So once this upgrades, we should start seeing a lot of material flowing through here and able to maybe give Winterfell a little boost. Look at that, already at 46%. It won't really change a whole lot of the charts in here, but it will, you know, give commercial a boost and also allow more people to use our lines. There'll be more shopping facilities, more things to do, and then the city itself grows because even the local people, you know, who are shopping will have more shopping facilities and more resources available to them. So everybody gets happier. So there we go. We got food now to Castle Black and Winterfell, and a more dedicated food line to King's Landing, the Twins, and River Run. And we lessen the amount of air traffic that we're processing through this situation here. Ooh, look at that. That's my end game flirt right there. Sleek. All right. So the Pentos, the situation with this is still not good. I wonder if I added a plane to that, what that would do. So we're going to go over here. We're going to add, because what is the line frequency on that? Air. Pentos food bulk, 3 minutes. So I'm going to add, this is pink, or purple, whatever. This is going to be food. We're going to add 2 planes to this. So what does that do to my line frequency? Now we're down to 106 seconds. So we went from 3 minutes down to, oh, now we're at 112 seconds. So we lowered our line frequency. Now we've got 5 planes on that line. So we should hopefully see a little bit of a reaction with our processing. And look at my steel. Wow. Steel has gone crazy. Look at goods. Wow. Yeah, if airports weren't such a huge land grab, I would use an airport per resource. So 1 airport for construction material, 1 for goods. That way I could just be using planes like crazy, but they really do not move a whole lot. I even modded them to move even more. just because it's crazy how much these cities actually want. So yeah, we got plenty of goods to go around. Construction material, yeah. So hopefully this area has now really responded. Okay, we're going up. We were in about 33% here, so now we're at 57%. How about River Run? Oh, it's 69%. Yeah, these were each about a third full. And have we impacted King's Landing at all? This was the most. So this has actually gone down a little bit. Mainly, I think, because these are, you know, still in the process of upgrading. So these are currently upgrading, and maybe now that they've gone to 6,400 capacity, they'll be able to keep up. Because we are delivering a ton of cows to this place now. And the second cows line is also helping things, because we're delivering cows here and here. So, you know, as these kind of go back and forth, which is kind of what I wanted, we're able to, you know, double the amount of cows that are going through, which is good considering how many cows we actually have to move. All right, that's pretty successful there. This is now upgrading. It's upgraded now, and oh, look at the capacity already. We're already almost upgrading this one yet again to supplement the demand from up here. So these are now just going crazy. Oh, charts. 56% already. Already 56% of the demand. And House Castle Black, 39%. So we're doing pretty good on both of these. All right, well, that'll do it for this episode. And I thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.